Hi everybody. Today I'm gonna do a tarot reading on the shooting of while Trump was eating, and the shooting was that staged, or was that a real shooting, or was it staged, or did someone please tell me. I'm gonna do, and also JD Vance's health and some other things about Trump and stuff. So please tell me, was that thing staged? Please tell me. Entertainment purposes only. Was that thing staged, or did that, happen? Right. Two. I'll do 5 cards in the past. 1, 2, 4, 5. Was it staged? Well, it says I'm an airing. They wanted to take control of the narrative of giving the awards speech and the dinner and doing everything, and someone was reckless, like because they shot and you could hear the shots going pop pop pop, so people were reckless and hiding, and Trump was looking kind of weird. So, and they were very disciplined on how it went down. They looked around and they weren't sure what was going on. But they loved him. They tried to take care of Trump. They didn't want him to get hurt, so they covered him, and they covered all the women and men. Said, "Put your head down," and they tried to do it, you know. And they had new feelings of, why would this person do it? People needed to rest after this. They felt very exhausted, and they thought, "Oh God." And they wanted to renew, like they had to rest, because a lot of people said, "What's going on? Is this real or not?" So people had to rest because they got post-traumatic stress disorder from it. But they were holding back by, giving people the information about the gunman and stuff. And they made bad choices in getting out the information on the gunman, the person. And there was risky behavior, taking him out with other people around, and lack of commitment. The commitment wasn't very good. They wanted to go on with the presentation right after the person was shot. So yeah, it didn't say it was staged. It says no, but I'm gonna try to ask 5 more cards. Was it staged? If it doesn't answer, it is what it is. I'm just going by cards. Was it staged? Was it faked? Because right now it says no, but it says that they tried to take care of people. Sorry, that's my phone. Be right back. Sorry, that's my phone. Was this staged, or was this really happening? Right now it says it wasn't staged, but they were holding back. Please tell me. One, two, three, four, 5. Okay. Oh, I'm doing 6. Whatever. Attachment. Restrictions. There were restrictions, like they weren't sure of how they were going to do it. There was restrictions on how they would go into stop the shooter. Like they were they going to pat him down and say, "Oh, you can't come in. These people can't come in." You know, they would have to do restrictions like you can't come in. Yet we're going to have to pat you down and stuff. This is the devil. And there's destructive behavior. You know, the guy who came in and did the shooting did destructive behavior. He didn't have good behavior. He just did what he wanted to, and also uh, the staff didn't do a good job. Whatever. Uh, yeah, they thought they were toxic. The people who would do who were you know, joining it movement. Um, they wanted to be the one in control of you know, the you know, narrative of the shooting. They wanted to be the one in control. They wanted people to leave. You know, they don't. Yeah, they wanted him to leave. Overcommitted. They were disorganized on the shooting. Like, who are they going to blame and why? Past resentment. They the resentment of Trump. Someone wanted to get Trump out of his life. He wanted past resentment, desire to reconnect. They wanted to reconnect with Trump. They didn't like Trump. They wanted to get rid of him. This is what my cards are saying. They didn't like Trump. They wanted him gone and desired to forgive. They wanted to forgive the people. You know, running the dinner and running the government. They wanted to forgive, and they want to recycle. They wanted to reconnect, you know, with Trump and the people. Personal goals. They thought their fear of change, you know, with the shooting, they were fear of change. Like, would there be a different person running the country? And the fear of the unknown. What would happen if Trump was taken out? They were fearful, you know, if they were in the shooting, they were fearful that who would be taking his place, like JD, if he would do it. And there was lack of planning. There was lack of planning on the shooting. They didn't know if anybody else would have been shot. And trying one more thing, they were fear of change, and fear of loss. They're fear of losing people to people who will die in the shooting, and fear of change, like what's going to happen once the shooting happens. Is are they going to find the person who did the shootings? And they're going to try one more time. They're going to try one more time to do it. This isn't going to stop the shooting. Someone else is going to try it one more time, the shooting. I feel I'm going to look up, because it says that. All right. It says it wasn't. I'm going to ask, is someone else going to try to do it? Because it says maybe, will there be another shooting? You know, entertainment purposes only. Is there going to be another shooting? Is someone going to try to, you know, Trump? I'm just saying that. Entertainment purposes. Is someone going to try to go after Trump again? Entertainment purposes. It says yes, someone is in the thing because of what happened at the dinner banquet, that someone is going to try. So please tell me, is someone going to try again? Please, is something going to happen? Oh boy. Um, Someone's going to be exhausted of the idea of trying to, do Trump, and they might give up the idea of doing it because they don't have the confidence of doing it, because it would cost a lot of money to pay someone to do it, and they're not, and the worry that people won't be quiet about it. People will lose lips, will sink ships, basically. And they think he's overprotected. There's so many guards and people protecting him that they don't think the chances of it happening him are very great, low, if someone tries to, because there's too many people, trying to help him, protect him. So, the guards and protection for him, too many guards and FBI men and CIA men, and betrayal. He'll think it's very betrayal that someone would want to take him out. You know, um, you know, he'd be upset. He would be pissed off if someone was betraying him, taking him out. Someone in his own party would try to take him out, and he's getting away with some trickery. Trump has taken some trickery. He's not doing things the right way. Also, during that dinner, there was trickery. They weren't honest about the dinner and the shooting. I think there was trickery around the shooting. I feel there was trickery. They weren't saying and doing the right things at the dinner, and it can't get any worse. It can't get any worse. We're hoping it won't get any worse. Things won't get upward. They're thinking things won't get worse. Like, what happened at that dinner, that they said that someone tried to do something to Trump, and they're hoping that things can't get any worse. Like, people are thinking, oh, this was staged. This didn't really happen. Over upwards. And they said he's going to recover real fast from being sick from doing this. They think, oh, he's going to recover from this, and from other times that someone has tried to out him. So, yeah, they said he's going to get over it. He's going to get better. Like the other times that it happened to him, someone tried to take him out. Like I said, entertainment purposes. Yeah, he's going to recover from it, Trump. Also, inner child. He's like a child. People think he's like acting like a child because he has the sun in reverse, because he acting like a child with the Alzheimer's and dementia. He's acting like a kid. You don't know what he's gonna say or what he's gonna do or the way he's gonna act. So people aren't sure, and they feel down, and they're trying to be positive about him. With what happened with the dinner, how he acted. They're trying to be positive. There was sadness, of having the shootings at the dinner I think it was at a hotel. So they were sad and depressed about it, and they thought these people were careless about, getting into the dining room and getting close to Trump. They were depressed and angry and sad, and careless. And they were careless. They didn't plan it ahead too well. I feel like they didn't plan it too well, this shootings. Self-love. He loves himself. Trump loves himself. He cares about himself. He's detached from people, makes bad choices, with his health. You see he doesn't eat healthy. The way he looks like he's more run down. Like I said, he doesn't take care of his health. He looks sick. He looks like he eats junk food. He doesn't eat healthy food, even though the doctor has told him he should be eating healthy. And he's fear of commitment in the long run of, he makes bad choice and in conflicts. He fights with a lot of people. They'd say you have to eat healthy, and he fights people. He fights with people all the time. And he was probably fighting with somebody after the dinner at the hotel. He probably was fighting with people in the fair commitment, and he made in the conflict. So he was fighting. He was fighting the people all the time. Sorry, if you see this. He was fighting with the people in the dining area after it happened. He said, "What's going on? I want it to continue." which I think is a bad idea. He wanted to continue the dinner because he wanted it to be all about him. Uh, yeah. Did this, they have this because of, they wanted, was this because they wanted to do this? I'll use other cards. Did they do this because they wanted the dining room? Did they have the shooting because of the dining room? Because it said, it didn't really say, it was planned or something. Am I reading? It said no, but it also said that they were having trouble there. Yeah. Is it because the reason why they had the shooting because of they wanted the dining room and they said it wasn't big enough, which would be piss me off. That would bullshit. I swear sometimes that would piss me off if they would do that and stage an incident. And they said they got the person, but they didn't say who it was or something. I still don't think they named the person, so I don't know. Yeah, did they was it for the was it for them to build the dining room, stage the thing for the dining room? I'll do 4 cards, and I'll do 2 article cards. Please tell me. Do. Yeah, this hit it. Oh boy. Um, they were hopeless that they might not get the money to build the dining room. They said, people would be pissed off, like, how dare you spend so much money on this dining room? You don't need it in the White House. Why are you spending so much money? The people would be really angry and outraged on how much money, and they felt withdrawn. Because of after this happening, they said it says yes, they wanted, and they walked away alive. These people, no one got, surprisingly, no one got shot or injured or killed besides they say the gunman. So yeah, no one got walked away. People walked away not injured or severely injured or hurt or anything, which to me is surprisingly. And they said they discovered the guy came and shot and heard the pop pop pop. So they discovered, and they worked in a partnership with Trump to get him and the other people out of there, to leave the room, or and if they couldn't, they'd have to hide underneath the tables. There's fear and anxiety that they still are not getting the money for it, because they would have to, I don't know, Trump would have to go to Congress or something to get the dining room. So they're fearful and it was dangerous. This was a dangerous stunt, doing the shooting at the dinner to get the dining room. It was very dangerous and risk taking, pulling this thing off, doing a shooting to get a dining room, and there were errors in it. Probably some of the plans were backfiring and stuff, and it was very dangerous. Someone could have got seriously injured or killed other than the shooter. So yeah, people think these people are selfish. A lot of people think the people who want the dining room are selfish, and they only are greedy and they want the money, and it's coming out of the taxpayer. I think it would come out of the taxpayer, and they want to win at all costs. The Republican Party, when it comes to the dining, want to win at all costs. They don't care what they do. Let's destroy part of the Washington White House. We're going to build up another part of it. They don't care about other people's feelings and don't give a damn. So, and they said, we're going to battle it out. We're going to fight you tooth and nail. It doesn't matter who we do. We're going to do it. Also, it is progress. It seems like a long sludge, but your efforts will pay off. Yeah, the payoffs. They think its payoffs are going to go their way. Staging this shooting. They think things are going to go their way. Building the dining room. Also, save face. You may need to gain and maintain respect and keep your job. So a lot of people might lose their job because of what they pulled a stunt on the dining room. dining room at this hotel. They're worried they might lose their jobs because a bunch of people could have got hurt or killed. So they're worried also, losing their jobs, not having, people might say you're going to lose your job if this dining room doesn't come in to, they might say, oh, you're not going to keep your job. They're going to threaten to fire because he threatens to fire everybody and he fires. So I feel like he's going to try to fire some people if he doesn't get away with the dining room. The Republicans are going to try to fire some people if they don't get their way in the dining room. Okay, I'm going to ask about JD's health. How is his health going to be in the future? I heard in the future videos that his health is going to get worse. He's going to get some kind of cancer thing. Is JD's health going to be worse in the future? Yeah, I'll look that up because I don't know if he has a history of health issues in his family. JD Vance. He's only 41, so I saw a video where someone said he's not going to make it till like his 60s. So I'll look that up. Is he not going to make it to his 60s? Is JD not going to live past 60? Please tell me. Is his health? Is he going to get not make it to his 60s? Please tell me. We'll do 4 cards. Is he not going to make it to his 60s? It says he wants to make harmony and joy with his family and his the doctors, and he wants to take care of his health, and he's going to try to be positive in his health and his relationships. But there is going to be problems, with his health and his family. There's going to be fighting, though, with his health, and he doesn't want to believe, the money. It's going to cost a lot of money to get checked out, and he doesn't want to do that. If he's going to be the next president, he doesn't want to, with his, and there's going to be separation because, he doesn't want to separate from his family if he has to go to the hospital, be checked. And that's a lot of money because of the insurance, He wants harmony. He doesn't want to get sick. He wants to feel good. He wants to have patience, finding out that if he's sick. So right now it doesn't say that he's sick. Maybe I'll have to go when it... greed. He can be greedy though. JD Vance. He cares about himself. He doesn't want to give control to the Democrats. He doesn't want to. So he's a lot like Trump. He doesn't want to help the Democrats and the other people. He just wants to help the Republican and his party. I'll try to ask one more time. Is he going to have health issues? Maybe and then I'll look in the future about a video just with JD. Is he going to have? Oh, this is the wrong cards. Is he going to have health issues in the future? Maybe I'll ask that. Maybe it's easier than saying it is going to not make it to in his 60s. Maybe that's too. All right. Is he going to have health issues? Is JD Vance going to have health issues? Please tell me. And if it doesn't tell me, what can you do? All right. Oh, boy. Wow. All right. Let's see. Well, they have health issues, termination endings. There's going to be an ending that makes his health not very good. So it says he's having health issues. This doesn't necessarily mean he's going to die, but he is going to have, when I say he's having health, it's going to be in the beginning. He's going to have some health issues. It's going to begin. He's going to have to go to the doctor more often and check himself. He's going to have illness, in the beginning, and he's going to have a new beginning of getting illnesses. I think he's going to have like a spot on his liver or kidneys, and he's going to have it checked. And he's going to have to plan, going to the doctor and checking it out. He's going to have to be, taking medicine for it. He has to do it, Maybe he has to go out of the country, to do to find alternative medicine if he gets sick with illnesses. It says he's failure. His health is going to fail, and he'll have to do overseas opportunities. Maybe go to other doctors out of to get better medicine. And he's going to think about his childhood and his friends and family and the good memories he had as a child and growing up with his family. He's thinking of memories. You know how you sometimes think of your child and what came on your childhood, like the song "The Way We Were." His childhood. There are going to be arguments. He's going to argue with his family and friends about his health, and his struggling. There's going to be conflicts about his health and his family. They'll say, you should do this, and he'll say, oh, I don't want to do that kind of treatment. And his wife or his kids will say they're too young, so they wouldn't have anything to follow. But his family, if he has any siblings or his wife or friends are going to say, oh, you need to take care of that. And there's going to be separation. Maybe his marriage is going to break apart because of his illness. Maybe because of him not listening to her. Warrant. He's going to try to make the best of the situation of it. He thinks he's enthusiastic, warm, and he thinks he's a warm person, and he also thinks he's confident that he can beat this illness. Yeah. I'm going to ask, is he going to have cancer? I'm going to ask. If it doesn't tell me, it doesn't tell me. Is JD going to have cancer? It says his illness is going to get bad. It had the death card. It's transplantation. So it did say he's going to have health issues, and it's in the future. So I'll see, is he going to have cancer? It didn't say that he was going to die, but it said he had, when I asked about, it had the death card, so it said transformation. So he might have health issues in the future. So please tell me, is he going to have cancer, JD, in the future? Because he's going to have health issues. We all do when you get older, which sucks. Not right away, but he thinks there was going to be luck of the Irish in him, that he can beat this illness and destiny and life cycle. You change during time. Maybe he has a lot of money that he can spend with the doctors to beat his bad illness. But there's going to be delays in this. He's not going to do it as much as he wants to because he's so busy being the vice president or going to be the president. He'll not have all the time to take care of his health that he should. There's going to be failure and doubt and lack of foresight. Like he's not lack of foresight. He's not seeing the big picture of what's going to happen. If he gets ill and it goes further, and he has a lot of regrets in his life, what he's done wrong as a person or as a vice president. He's going to have a lot of regrets on how he treated people and how he got along with people, and his health too. He's going to regret his health and what he's done for his health and experience. He's going to try to forgive people in his life and how they treated him. Because maybe he will get sick, and people forgive people when they get sick, and then they end up on, this is entertainment purposes only. If someone's on death's door or whatever, or very sick, they sometimes say, I'm going to forgive this person because they don't want to go, the thing after, if you believe in that. And he's a very independent person. He likes to take care of himself. He doesn't like people worrying about him. And he wants to be happy in the last days on earth. He wants to be happy with his friends and his family. So it doesn't say that he has cancer right now. In the future right now, he doesn't. I think I'll do an upcoming. He thinks he's lucky, but in the other reading it said he's going to have an illness, so I don't understand that. Maybe it's going to be a small growing illness. I'm going to ask about Trump now. I did one. Is Trump's health deteriorating? Is his health getting worse? because you see signs of him. Please tell me, is Trump's health getting worse? Please tell me. I'll do 4 cards. Is Trump's health getting worse? Or is it stabilizing with all the medicine they've been pumping him up with? Ooh. He is confined, imprisonment. His health is in prison with all the drugs and he's been taking, he's been taking a lot of drugs to keep him pumped up with his illness, his dementia, and there's going to be fear of change and disaster. There's going to be disaster in his life, he's eventually going to pass over, so his health is terrible. And fear of change. He's fearful on how his body's going to change, his mind and how his body moves. So this is the Tower in reverse. He's confined, confined on the way his life is the way it is. He has no control over the way his life is ending toward the end. So he's confined and he's stuck, He's stuck in a rut, like he's upset that his body is failing. He's in a rut, like he's upset. And the judgment action, what comes around goes around, judgment, like action. He thinks people are judging him, his body is judging him, and people are judging him because of his health. They're going to find out the truth, and he feels like people are going to judge him because he lied and the Republicans lied. People are going to judge him. He feels like people are going to judge him because they lied about his illness. Yeah. And then the thing of reckoning comes around, goes around by chin the ass. It says reckoning. Something's going to happen. It's going to come out that people are going to find out he lied about his health, and reckoning means his life is going to be coming to an end. There's going to be delays in people knowing his illness. It's going to take a while for people, to smarten up, the people to really, because they're covering it up. So people, the Republicans are going to try to delay the inevitable, that Trump is dying and his health is deteriorating and his dementia. So there's delays in his health getting delays getting better. His health, he's having delays of his health getting better. It's not getting better, it's getting worse. So delays on health, also delays on the people trying to cover for him. They can only do for so long. Get a late start. They did a late start. They didn't really plan ahead about Trump's health and lack of, and bad timing. There's bad timing of the dinner thing that had, and the bad timing of when he goes in front of people and what he says. That's bad timing. He says the wrong things. Bad timing. Also, there will be freedom once he passes over, and there will be a fresh start in the government, and the person who is going to be the next president. There'll be, a new start, fresh start, taking responsibility. They're going to have to take responsibility of their actions because of what happened with Trump. So they're going to have to take it. All right. Is there one more question? Sorry if this is a little long. Is there anything else that anybody wants to tell me when it comes to the politics thing? Is there anything else that people want to tell me? I'll say, are people really pissed off? I'll do this. Pissed off that people are lying about Trump's health. I'll look at that up. I think I saw it before. I don't know if I ever asked that. Are people upset that the government, people, or his staff is lying about his health and saying, I do 4 cards. Are they upset? People upset? All right. They think they're in a child. They think Trump is acting like a child. Michaela, quiet. They think he's acting like a child and feeling down. They're very feeling down because they're upset about how the government is doing this, pretending that nothing's wrong with their things are going downhill. And they're sad about it. They're sad about how Trump's health is going downhill, and they feel like there's nothing they can do about it. With the lying, the deceit, they think they're lying. So they're pissed off about the sad. And also the lovers in reversed. They think they love them. They feel like Trump loves himself. He's very narcissistic. He only cares about him, and the people who are around him are very narcissistic too. They only care about themselves, and that he made bad choices in the for the last few months. He's making bad choices since he has a dementia. It's making him make bad choices. Also, what he says and does, and also the people who are around him are making bad choices. They think he is still have a lot of money. The people around him think he still has some money, and they're gonna use it to make he's getting the best care of medicine. Because of his illness. Because when you're the president or someone rich or have a lot of money, you get the best medicine you can as long as your body can work. After a while, it doesn't happen. Your body got to shut down. So as much as they can, they're trying to spend a lot of money on his health and discipline, and that being generous about the money that that they think. They also think the people are being generous giving money to Trump's health. They think the Republicans think that they're going to be generous to Trump to give money for his health. Yeah, the people think the people giving money to the Republicans think they're being generous. The Republicans, and they feel loved. The people who love Trump still love him. The people his family and friends who still care for him and love him, still love him and care about him and support him, even though his health is declining and he's sometime going to pass on. His family and friends who still sticking by him still love him and cherish him. So yeah, it doesn't say. They think he's an inner child, and they are pissed. But the Republicans feel grateful that they're spending money on Trump's health, which in my personally I think that's a bad idea, but that's what my reading on Trump and JD is. Oh, I might do another video on Trump's in a couple days or something. It depends, and also on JD. So this is entertainment purposes to my next reading or other subjects. Take care and bye.